Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of DML. So I got super duper lucky a couple of days ago and I managed to breed the divine Aphrodite Dragon. So that's a 3-day and 4-hour breeding time with VIP, which is 4 days regularly, which is an incredibly long time to wait. But now I'm back on my game a couple of days later and we've only got 1 day and 1 hour left until this cute little girl gets finished in the breeding den. But the Aphrodite has a base stat of 77 with fire and water as her other two elements. And if you click on her, then she sort of brings up her little mirror there and just loves looking at herself because she absolutely adores herself, which is kind of a good throwback to her whole persona as a god. But obviously that will be our 4th divine dragon that we'll be adding to our game because we got the 2 castle event dragons, the Hypnos out of the special calendar event, and then we'll have her, which does mean that Mr. Torch Dragon here is going to have to be sold like the rest of the legendaries, which is a little bit sad indeed, but we definitely need the space. And I know I haven't been here for a few days, so I haven't actually touched on this yet, but the new Super Divine chest is still available if you are still considering whether you want to put any money into this. But the thing about this that I'm really weirded out by is the fact that they didn't include any of the pieces from the previous chests in this, so you have to recollect all of the pieces again. So I guess this means that you can get 2 Zeus dragons, 2 Hephaestus, and 2 Poseidon dragons if you want, but we only have 1 divine ticket left, so we're gonna go and open up this chest. What are you gonna give me? What's this item at least? We got a single decorative piece. Okay then. But it says that the pieces are updated on here, but it's just not saying it on the front screen, which is kind of weird. I don't know, it's just kind of weird how they decided to put it all together, to be honest, but not sure. For the people that would have been interested in that chest, I feel like they would have already sort of invested in that, but I guess for anyone that was, like, really trying to consider whether they wanted it or not, and then at the last minute, like, nope, that's it, I have to do it, and then you just, like, put on all the money, get all the dragons, and then it's done. But it was actually confirmed that the Apollo Dragon, unfortunately, is not going to be available during this current Divine event. The reason being, I have no idea, but it was confirmed on the forums that indeed Apollo, the little purple guy, is not going to be available. So, you know, it is Halloween soon, and obviously he's not really a Halloween-themed dragon by any stretch, but, you know, that's the next sort of major event, or, like, real-world event that's going on, so maybe he'll become available then, maybe he'll become available at a much later point, but I know quite a few people are a little bit disappointed by that, because, again, the little Apollo Dragon's such a cutie, and he's got harps on his back. How adorable is that? But for now, we are just going to be left waiting until we get confirmation of how he will actually be released. Unless they posted about it within the last day or so, because honestly, I haven't been on the forums too frequently, but, you know, people pass on info to me and stuff like that. So that's what I've heard about Mr. Apollo thus far. So I guess we'll find out. But apart from that, every other Divine Dragon is going to be available, or has been available in some way. The Ares Dragon is going to be in the shop for 6,500 gems, so he's going to be permanently available. So you don't have to worry about buying him suddenly or anything, but obviously the Ares isn't that great. He only has a base stat of, I think, 70 attack damage, which is, like, really bad, actually. But, you know, for anyone that wanted a single divine and didn't participate in any of the other events, I guess that's really the only way you're gonna get one. But, you know, I haven't asked in a while, so how have you guys been? I know that I've been doing a lot of live streams and stuff like that, so we're normally, like, pretty good with keeping up to date with what's going on, but obviously I've been gone skis for a little bit, and, yeah, I'm back now, back and raring to go. Not that there's a whole lot new to do in DML, it's just, you know, the Super Divine chest, and that's, like, it. And since we've bred the Aphrodite already, there's, like, pretty much nothing else left for me to do now. But at least I decided to go and do stuff during, like, the 3 days that the Aphrodite was breeding. Because I don't know about you, but when I have to wait for legendaries and divines and that to finish hatching and whatever, oh my god, it feels like an eternity. So, at least having something to do in the meantime doesn't make me just sit there and, like, recheck my game every few hours, like, oh god, can you just finish already? So that's what it feels like sometimes, but, again, 4 divines, it's better than it could have been. We definitely could have had, like, 0 divines or, like, just the Hypnos, so... You know, I'm still going to be trying to breed another Aphrodite. I have had confirmation that you can breed more than 1 Aphrodite Dragon. Apparently someone already has 4 of them. And someone else that I saw has like 6. I'm not sure if that was real or not, but, you know, some people have a lot of them, is the gist of it. And with the way that the divine habitats work, there's sort of a workaround for enabling you to get a very large amount of extra habitats than what you should based off of your level. Sorry, I'm not sure how many of you are aware of that, but I'm also not sure if they're going to patch it out or if it's intentional or whatever, but apparently because you get an extra habitat space based off of the amount of divines that you have, you can keep buying them and keep buying them when you have your divines. Then you can sell all of your extra Aphrodites or whatever you have, and then it still lets you keep those habitats placed down. So, you know, that may be something that, if I can, I may try my best to take advantage of that, because obviously I am out of space again, as usual. It's not like it's a surprise at this point, but if it is kind of intentional, you know, I will definitely be interested in taking advantage of that little workaround to get a few extra habitats, because that is very good, very useful if it actually works for us. But we do need to get a few more divines if that's the case. Like, we need the divines to be able to do that. So, we'll have to wait and see. Mrs. Aphrodite, not Mr. Aphrodite. What? That is like the opposite of what she is. She is like... She is a woman that knows she needs no one else in the world. She is like... She knows what is up with the world, and she loves herself. She gets prettied up and stuff like that. That is like the whole gist of the Aphrodite, which is kind of cool in a way, but obviously vanity isn't a great trait in humans. But you know, it's just a cute little dragon game. She is definitely like the kind of popular girl in school that everyone else ends up hating, but all the popular kids love her, if you know what I mean. Definitely see that in her. But we'll get these few heroic mode blue map fights done so that we can get as much of this food and gold that we can, because I really want to level up Hermes Dragon to level 70 like ASAP, and then we can start messing around with the divine upgrade thingy. I was like trying to think, what is it called? You know, Great Bless versus Ultra Bless. Or like Mass Bless versus Ultra Bless, whatever it is. I really want to get a good idea of which one is better overall. I still think that the Singular Bless is better, but that is just my guess at the moment. I mean, it makes sense if you have a singular dragon that seems to like destroy everything. Of course, making that one even stronger would make sense, but I still don't know. Maybe upgrading all 3 of the dragons would be able to keep them alive long enough to make it even easier to stomp your opponents, if you get what I mean. So, I will have that divine upgrade guide out eventually, but I really want to play around with the differences between the two, because I know a lot of people are like, Quacks, make it already, make it, but, you know, I need to test this stuff out first. That takes time. And I want to get more of an opinion from some other people with like full level 80 star teams as well. So the sooner I get a little bit more info on that, then the sooner I'll be able to get it out. But like I said, my opinion for the meantime is obviously that the one that we put on Joko, the Singular Bless, the Ultra one onto a Singular Dragon, is the better option. But, you know, I'll hear your opinions on that as well. Or if you think I'm wrong for whatever reason, you know, let me know. Because I'm still taking ideas from people regarding that. But for now, I am going to be waiting and waiting for this Aphrodite to finish. Just a day left, so that is going to be like 3 p.m. around about 3 p.m. tomorrow, 3 p.m. Monday. So we'll see, and it's going to be weird not having a new dragon of the week, so we'll see if we get any new card pack dragons as well. Where is it? It's over here, isn't it? Because we haven't had a new card pack dragon in a while, so we'll see if we get one next week, because we seem to be dying down on all of the events for now. But, for now, thank you very much for joining me today. Be on the lookout for the Aphrodite, and good luck to you with her as well. But until next time, I will see you then.